Hello everyone.
大家午安。
My name is Marical.
我係 Marical，
I'm a cell leader
我係一個小組長，
and a disciple of Pastor Maricar from Manila 611.
我係馬尼拉611Pastor Maricar 嘅門徒。
During the conference,
喺呢個特會嘅裏邊，
I was really touched and felt very blessed.
我係好被觸動，同埋咧覺得好被祝福，
It helped me understand more
讓我認識更多
the love of my leader
我嘅組長嘅愛，
and the work of the Holy Spirit in my ministry.
同埋咧喺我服侍嘅時候聖靈嘅工作。
There were times I feel frustrated
好多時候咧，我會覺得咧好沮喪，
because I cannot understand my leader's decisions.
因為我唔明白我小組長嘅決定。
Like in my relationship with my boyfriend,
就好似咧我同我男朋友嘅關係，
in the beginning, she advised me to stop seeing him.
開始嘅時候咧就同我講咧，叫我咧停止去見佢。
Even though I obey, I am full of questions.
就算咧我係跟從佢所講嘅，但係咧我裏面咧滿有一個嘅疑問。
I thought my leader didn't trust me.
我覺得我嘅領袖咧唔認識我，亦都唔相信我。
And from time to time,
係周不時，
she doesn't allow me to do things on my own and was told to do otherwise.
佢唔咧容許我咧做一啲咧我自己想做嘅方法，而且佢要我咧跟從佢嘅。
I felt like she has no trust in me.
睇起嚟咧，佢對我咧冇任何嘅信任。
I was complaining and murmuring.
我咧好多嘅投訴，好多嘅掙扎，
But God rebuked me.
但神咧責備我。
During the conference,
喺呢個特會嘅裏邊，
I saw how disciples trust their leaders in their testimonies.
可以咧見到咧好多嘅牧者咧，佢哋咧對領袖嘅一啲嘅信任，
How the love of their leaders transformed them.
佢哋領袖嘅愛咧去到改變佢哋。
I realized that it's not that my leader doesn't trust me, but it is me who doesn't have love and trust to my leader.
我發現咧唔係咧我嘅領袖咧佢唔愛我唔信任我，反而係我唔愛唔信任我嘅領袖。
I was very narrow-minded and have a corrupted mindset.
我好狹窄，亦都咧好扭曲。
Under the tree of life, I learned my leader always meant good for me.
喺呢個生命樹下，我發現咧我嘅領袖咧常常
That
對
she
我好，
loves me,
佢好愛
she
我，
cares for me,
佢好關心我。
which I fail to see.
我係好冇辦法見到。
I learned how to see things in the tree of life perspective,
喺呢個生命樹嘅角度裏面學習咧新嘅眼光，
to trust her decisions for me,
我去相信佢嘅決定，
to continually be transformed,
繼續嘅被改變，
and let her love transforms me to be a tree of life.
讓佢嘅愛嚟到改變我成為真正嘅生命樹。
And so I can also able to transform others as a cell leader.
同樣我可以咧改變其他人成為真正嘅小組
And
長。
also as a minister,
作為一個服侍神嘅
I
人，
was really blessed as I witnessed how the Holy Spirit flows during services.
我真係咧好被祝福，因為整個特會裏面我見到聖靈嘅工作。
In my ministry, I feel really stressed when I need to lead.
我服侍嘅時候，當我需要去到帶領嘅時候，我覺得咧好大嘅壓力。
After working in the marketplace,
喺工作完之後，
I have to run to church,
我要跑去教會，
and there's not enough time.
冇時間，
So I worry what to say,
所以好擔心要講啲乜
what to
嘢，
do on stage.
喺台上去做啲
I
乜嘢。
didn't prepare anything because I was so busy with work.
因為咧工作好繁忙嘅緣故，我根本上冇辦法冇時間去準備任何嘅嘢。
And pressures are added when our pastor would suggest something to do, something new. It would suggest to do something new.
特別咧係當咧我嘅牧者去話俾我聽要做一啲新嘅嘢嘅時候，特別感到壓力。
Sometimes it became a burden and I'm not joyful anymore to do it.
有陣時咧更加成為我嘅重擔，我根本唔能夠享受服侍。
But during the conference,
喺呢個特會嘅裏邊，
I saw how raw everything was.
我見到所有嘢都好 raw，
From worship
由呢個
to,
敬拜
to preachings
到講道
to the talk shows.
到嗰
It was
個
all raw, authentic, and sincere.
到嗰個 talk show，大家咧都好真誠、好真實嘅展
It
露出
gives me
嚟，
a really great desire
俾我一個好
to
大嘅
experience
渴
and
望
to。do the same in our church in Manila.
我好想喺馬尼拉嘅教會都係經歷呢一切，喺我嘅服侍，
To really focus on God,
我就真係咧要交
to
俾神。
focus on the Holy Spirit,
我要咧去集中咧注視咧
and
喺
to
聖靈嘅
to be
身上，
joyful, to be at peace, and to be free.
而且開心、喜樂、平安嘅嚟服侍神。
Because it should not be based on my ability,
因為呢樣嘢唔係依賴我嘅能力，
but that let the Holy Spirit flow and work in me.
其實我係要去享受聖靈喺我生命當中嘅嗰個嘅工作。
I thank God for giving me the chance to attend the conference.
多謝神俾我呢個機會嚟到參加特會，
Glory be to God.
所有嘅榮耀歸俾神。
Good afternoon.
大家好，
My name is Jernel.
我係 Jernel，
As a leader and one of the disciples also of Loving Pastor Car.
我係一個小組長，亦都係 Pastor Maricar 嘅一個門徒。
Before coming to conference,
嚟呢個特會之前，
Pastor Maricar has been always encouraging me to attend this conference.
Pastor Marical 咧一路咧到鼓勵我嚟到參加特會。
I was hesitant at first because I can't bring my whole family.
由開始嘅時候咧，我就好猶豫啦，因為咧我唔能夠帶我嘅家人一齊嚟。
And that would mean I will leave my 2 kids and my wife in the Philippines.
即係話咧，我要將我嘅太太、我2個孩子咧留喺菲律賓。
But God has a perfect time to teach and enlighten me
神咧係好好嘅，佢係一個咧咁完美嘅時間嚟到教導我。
about His love, trusting my wife, trusting my pastor, and learn to pour out my heart to God.
開啟我神嘅愛啦，我要去到信任我嘅牧師啦，亦都要信任我嘅太太。
Because I'm a type of person who lacks in trusting people.
因為咧，我係嗰種咧唔容易信人嘅人。
During the conference,
喺特會裏邊，
both of my kids got so sick and was rushed and admitted to the hospital.
我嘅太太有身體有啲狀況，所以去到醫院。
I was filled with worry and anxiety, feeling helpless being so far away from them.
我係好擔心嘅，因為咧我距離喺好遠。
And I would really want to go home and not finish the
我
conference.
真係喺特會咧未完成之前，我已經好想翻屋企。
However, in this moment of despair,
喺呢個咁絕望嘅時候，
I turned to God.
我轉向神，
I returned to His love and pour out my heart in prayer every day in this conference hall.
我轉向神嘅愛，而且咧我將心裏面所有嘅一切都向佢傾訴。
I repented to God for not trusting Him.
我同神去悔改，話俾佢聽，我唔夠信佢。
I surrendered my fears and uncertainties every day.
我將我嘅憂慮啦，我嘅唔肯定咧，每一日咧都同佢講。
And every day I felt the Holy Spirit and felt sense of peace washing over me.
每一日我都感受到聖靈，而且佢喺度洗淨我。
I knew that God was with my children even if I couldn't be there with them.
我知道神係看顧我嘅孩子嘅，就算我唔喺佢哋嘅身邊。
With God's grace, they are okay now.
而家佢哋 OK 啦，
He's really our healer.
佢哋咧神咧真係咧一個嘅醫治者。
Through this experience, my faith to Him was strengthened.
喺呢一個嘅特會裏邊咧，我發現咧我嘅信心咧係被加強嘅。
And I witnessed incredible power of trusting God and pouring my heart to God.
我能夠咧經歷佢嗰個大能，而且我能夠咧向佢傾心吐意。
Living in faith and not in fear.
我係要咧活喺咧信心裏邊，唔係活喺懼怕裏邊。
And I'm really excited to bring all these teachings in the Philippines, not only for my family,
我好開心我能夠將呢啲咧教導咧帶翻去菲律賓，唔單止係為我嘅家人，
but with my cell group and also with my pastor.
而且咧我要帶俾咧我嘅小組員。
See you next time and I'll bring my family with me together.
下次我再見你哋嘅時候，我會帶埋我屋企人嚟㗎。
Hello everyone, I am Pastor Maricar of 611 Manila.
大家好，我係我係 Marical 牧師，我係喺馬尼拉611嚟嘅。
We are truly blessed to be given a chance to come here after 5 years and bring my team together with me in this conference.
我真係好開心，好被祝福，因為5年後我再翻嚟611呢個家庭，而且帶埋我嘅團隊翻嚟。
In our hearts, we truly desire to follow closely the way of the tree of life.
喺我心裏面，我真係好想咧跟隨呢個生命樹嘅道路。
But despite all efforts, we still struggle to fully walk in its truth.
我咧真係咧用好多嘅力咧，都好想咧行喺呢個真理嘅當中。
Just like my disciples, I also experienced many challenges as a single pastor leading a church.
好似咧我嘅門徒所講啦，我咧作為一個嘅單身嘅牧師，我係面對好多嘅挑戰嚟到帶領我教會嘅。
There are many times I feel drowning and helpless in my ministry.
好多時候咧，我都咧覺得咧好唞唔到氣啦，我好似咧係覺得好孤單。
I envy the married pastors because they have CMOs to help them, and the CMOs have the pastor to shoulder them.
我好妒忌嗰啲結咗婚嘅牧者，因為咧嗰啲嘅師母咧就有牧師嚟到承托佢，嗰啲牧師咧就有師母嚟到幫助佢。
But for me, I felt like I have to help and shoulder myself on my own.
喺我自己嚟講，我覺得我自己咧要承托我自己。
And I have to do double effort to be able to raise up the church in Manila.
我要咧去牧養我教會，我要用雙倍嘅努力。
Every time Pastor Joshua and Simo talks about glorious church, it starts at a glorious relationship of the couples.
每一次咧，張牧師同師母咧都講啦，榮耀嘅教會係從榮耀嘅夫妻關係開始。
I feel left out, and there's a feeling of self-pity and inadequacy in my part.
我覺得咧好被撇棄，我覺得咧好唔開心，
Because I can't seem to relate.
因為我冇辦法咧去到連上。
And I feel like it's inapplicable for me.
我覺得呢樣嘢冇辦法係應用喺我生命裏邊。
To the point that I even desire to get married or enter into marriage just because of ministry.
去到個地步係渴望婚姻嘅，不過我係因為事工而想進入婚姻，
And because of this feeling of inadequacy,
因為我覺得呢個唔滿足，
I tend to work hard and rely on myself
我就咧傾向咧係好努力去做嘢，同埋咧靠我自己，
and fall into doing more and more ministry.
而且咧做更多嘅事工喺一個 doing mode 嘅裏邊。
From 6 a.m. I have to prepare for the morning devotion till 11 p.m. I stay in the church or doing the cell group and the ministry.
6點鐘開始我就會喺教會咧去準備咧神禱啦，去到夜晚11點鐘係要做埋咧好多嘅事工，同埋咧我要開小組。
I have to teach premarital courses and marriage counseling.
我要咧做埋咧呢個婚前輔導啊，嗰啲咧夫妻嘅輔導。
And for someone who's single, it is really difficult for me, but I see the need of the church.
作為一個單身嘅女牧者，我覺得咧好艱難，但我見到咧教會嘅需要。
But despite of all these efforts, I still am not satisfied and still restless and happy with what's happening in the church.
我用咗咁多嘅力，我仍然咧覺得咧冇辦法咧去到滿足，而且咧覺得咧好唔開心。
In the conference, I realized through Pastor Joshua's teaching
Hey.
that I'm walking in the twisted path of me, you, and them.
喺特會嘅裏面咧，我聽到牧師嘅講解，佢嘅教導就係咧，我係咧對準緊咧我你他。
I realize I'm too self-centered and always taking the position of God in my life.
我發現咧我自己咧好自我中心，而且常常咧係喺神嘅位置裏邊。
That's why I'm creating my own wilderness.
所以咧我自己咧就喺曠野嘅裏邊。
But in this conference,
喺呢個特會，
Pastor Joshua and Simo emphasize that the way of the tree of life is not just centered to us, but to God.
牧師師母去教導就係喺一個生命樹嘅道路裏邊，我哋唔係咧集中喺自己嘅生命嘅當中，乃係咧我哋要對準神，
It's about Him, me, and them.
係講緊嘅係神、我同埋你
And it
哋。
starts in the outpouring of our hearts to God, who is our Father,
開始嘅時候，我哋要同父神咧去傾心吐意，
who created and loved us.
佢係創造我哋、愛我哋嘅嗰一
It's
位。
about intimacy about God.
呢個關乎咧我哋同神嘅親密關係。
Before any intimacy, or before any ministry, or any knowledge that we can get.
我哋咧去到做事工嘅時候，有任何嘅知識之前，我哋都係要咧係同神咧去有一個親密嘅關係。
Thank God through the conference, I believe God is realigning me once again to Him and in this path of the tree of life.
多謝神，讓我能夠去到呢個特會嘅裏面，讓我再一次同神去對齊。
It was a special moment when they first sang the Song of Solomon.
亦都咧更多嘅認識咧神嘅生命樹道路真正嘅價值，同埋咧佢哋咧去唱到呢個雅歌嘅時候，
I was deeply moved and confessed all my twisted mindset as I pour out my heart to God.
我真係咧好深深嘅去悔改，而且咧我去到神嘅面前，去到傾心吐意。
And in that meeting, I received the love and the embrace of God.
我能夠喺特會嘅裏面感受到神嘅愛同埋神嘅擁抱。
I felt like my heavy burdens was taken from me, my frustrations, my desperations, and I start to receive healing.
我發現咧，我嗰個沮喪啊，個灰心失望咧，都完全嘅離開我，而且我開始咧去領受神嘅愛。
And today I can say I feel I am a new woman,
今日我可以同大家講，我係一個新造嘅女人，
a warrior bride of God,
係神嘅新婦戰士。
and that I receive the joy and the hope once again for my ministry and my calling.
再一次，我能夠咧喺神嘅裏面領受呢個愛同埋呢個祝福，我能夠咧再一次嘅行喺咧我呼召嘅道路上面。
And not only that, but I also receive the greater hope to enter in a glorious marriage in the future.
唔單止係咁，喺未來嘅日子裏面，我更加咧知道咧，我能夠咧進入一個榮耀神嘅婚
No
姻，
longer because of the ministry,
唔係淨係
but through the grace of
服
God
侍，
in my life.
係因為神嘅恩典。
I give all glory to God.
所有嘅榮耀頌讚歸俾我哋嘅神。